The doc talked himself blue trying to get the Geneva Convention recognised and get some medicine and that. If there's anybody needs looking after, that is our doctor. He done marvellous work.
So who was that?
Dr. Aiken, Bill Aiken. I happened to be in charge of the hospital on Hainan, and Jimmy Morrison was another one, all the AMC. And we had nothing to treat them with, nothing. So all we could do was try and boost them along, hold the hand if they're dying while they died, and then just start all over again.
Personally, I think that lots of people that did die it wasn't necessary if they'd had a bit of a go, but they had sort of thrown in the towel.
But they
the bundle.
Did they? Because they were very physically weak and sort of.
Well, they were getting weaker all the time because of lack of food and dysentery and dengue and fever.
Did any of you, did you suffer of dengue or anything?
I had dengue.
Malaria, but
malaria? Tropical ulcers?
not over it.
Yeah, had ulcer in the foot. Just to go down and dip it in the water and let the little fish eat the rubbish out of it.
253 and we lost 62.
40 something,
Yeah.
42 or something.
Yeah. I think the whole lot was about 70-odd%, wasn't it?
This man of honour commanded the prisoner of war camp with the highest death rate in the entire war.
Well, I think at Ambon they had a worse time than we did. Pro rata, yes.
That long carry, I think, in Ambon finished them, didn't it?
The long carry you might be talking about when you're carrying the cement over the hill, over the bomb, the building of
Gunning place.
the gunning place and over the other side. Instead of taking them around by truck, which they had trucks there, we had to carry them across the hills, and we were taking baskets loaded with cement or bombs. One bloke at the front and one at the back, about a 500-pound bomb, roughly.
They bombed us, first of all, with B-25s, the Mitchell bombers. They used to come in, only 40 feet above the ground. You couldn't hear them. They were so low. And where we were working at the ACAC batteries and that, they used to strafe there, and of course we used to run for our lives and die.
I don't know how the Americans ever did anything sensible. No, really, I don't. After what we saw over there.
We bombed places up in hills not within 5 miles of anything.
What happened to the records of your command, Vice Admiral?
They were destroyed during many bombing raids.
Bombing raids of astonishing accuracy. What did you do? Put a sign on the roof saying, please bomb here? Objection!
Do you think they would have found out there was a camp there?
Well, I think they must have known because we have people that escaped and they come back to Australia and survived the day, and they verify the fact that it was all reported back to headquarters here that we had a prison camp there. The only a little bit of doubt in my mind is the fact that some went to Hainan and they may have believed we all went to Hainan.
I just threw them. I said, you don't want these bloody tablets anymore? We're going home. And so we just sat up all night. Anything we had in the garden, we pulled off. We had a pumpkin about this big, not ripe at all. But we took it off and cooked it and ate that. Everything, just ate it. But then we all sat down. I don't think anybody slept at night. We just sat down and talked what we're going to do, what we're going to eat when we got back to Australia, what we're going to drink, how we're going to get there, all these sort of things.
Were you asked to do questionnaires for the war crimes trials? Did you have to fill out any?
I was, but I got a wire to ask to come down and go over on the trial. And then after about 3 weeks I got another telegram to say that they had enough evidence and they just accepted my affidavit and I wasn't needed, so I didn't go back.
Right.
We never had any of this counselling. We were just saying, go, and that's it, out. We had to look after ourselves. We had to cope with everything.
Okay.
But
How did you cope? Family helps?
just family. I say my wife pulled me through. And for her, I I'm afraid I wouldn't be here now, but she looked after me. And I think every one of us will say the same things about our wife.
So what do you think now of Japan? Do you think they ought to apologise for what happened?
I think it's a bit late. Damage is done. I think.
Yeah, I don't suppose we wouldn't gain anything from it one way or another. Not even peace of mind because it's too far back, you know.
That would have been when the show was over, yeah, they apologised or something. Possibly, would have been okay, but not now, it's too long. In my opinion, I don't hate them. I don't want to get in contact.
Just tolerate them. Just treat them civilly and
let them do what they want to do. Let us do what we want to do.
And we're just sacrificing. The sparrows, the larks and the gulls were a sacrifice. And I still to this day say that we stopped the Japs from coming to Australia because we held them up for about a fortnight and that gave the Americans time to get round into Australia.